If you want a team like mine, as you can see there on the screen, then make sure you hit the subscribe button for more daily tips and tricks that will be uploaded on the channel. Now let's get into the video. Yo, what's up guys, I'm back with another trading method video here on the channel. I'm doing this one because it's been highly requested on the comments by a few people, and a lot of people want to see it. So this is going to be the special card trading methods, where you can basically trade with special cards and sell them on fluctuations without having to sit there just using a sniping filter. So you can literally get these cards when they're sat on the market for like 10-20 minutes. You don't have to be fast to do it, you've just got to know these players' fluctuations. So in this video I'm going to help you and explain to you how you do this effectively. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is come over to this site called Footbin here. When you're trading, you always want to be using this site, like no matter what you're doing on the game. If it's anything to do with the market, you're going to be wanting to use this site because it's got all the prices and fluctuations that you can sell your cards for on here. So after you've loaded up this site, go over to the players tab here, and let's say you have 1 million coins to work with. We only want to see players, let's say up to 60k, so you can filter out all the players over 60k by putting 60k in the max price there. And if you go down to gold version here, you want to click on gold informs. We're going to look out for today in this video. So this is going to show me all the gold informs that are 60k or below on the game basically. Now you want to check some of these players out to see if they fluctuate and drop enough for you to make a good amount of coins on. So for example, let's go and check this Nabry here. So we'll click on Nabry. Now you want to scroll down to these graphs here, because this is where it tells you all the information. You want to make sure you take off all the platforms that aren't yours. So obviously I'm not on PS, I'm not on PC either. So I'll untick these, so it's only showing me the Xbox graphs now. So now we want to hit hourly graph. You only want to look at the hourly ones. So today so far, you can see that he's peaked at 64k. That is his highest price he's hit so far today at 1 AM. Now yesterday, you can see the highest he hit was 62 here. Now this is a great example. You see he's dropped down here to 40k yesterday at 2 o'clock. And you can see, if we look at today, he's 64. Yesterday, 62. Sunday, say around about 60. So I would say you can confidently sell this card at about 61k. Maybe 62. Basically what you want to do is you want to take a average of the peaks. So today's peak is 64. Yesterday's peak is 62. And Sunday's peak is 60k. So you want to take a rough average. I'd say about 61k, 62k you can sell this card at. Now let's say you have that noted down. So basically once you have that information, you want to go and note it down on a notepad, and you're going to want to make a massive list of these players. So what I'd do is I'd open a notepad or write it down. I write down Nabry 62k, because now I know when I'm filtering through these players, if I see a Nabry for say like 53, I can go ahead and buy that because I know I'll be able to sell it at 62. So this is a perfect example, as you can see here yesterday. Let's say you had Nabry on your list and you were going through your list, and you search for Nabrys under, let's say 55k. You would have seen around 2 to 3 o'clock there would have been some really good deals on Nabry. You could literally make about 15-18k on some of these cards that would have been here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a list on a notepad, and I'll be back when I've got about 10 players, and I'll explain to you why you want to have a list and cycle through them. Okay, so while I was looking for other players to write down on this list that I'm making, I just want to explain when you see ones like this. So let's say you can see on this card he's peaked at 63k today so far, and he's also gone down to 53. So obviously if you saw this, you probably want to buy it. But now if you're looking through these cards and you see fluctuations like this, like you might think, oh, there's no way he's going to sell at like 60k, 64k, because you can see the majority of the time he's sitting around about 50, if not below. But I can promise you, when you're doing this, you just got to trust me here. You can sell these cards at the peak. So I'll give you an example of what I do here. So I'd see 63k today, and then yesterday 64. So yesterday I'd say is probably 62k, maybe a bit lower, and then for Sunday 60k. So because he doesn't hit it often, he hits it maybe, I mean yesterday a couple of times a day, but today and Sunday it's not looking promising for you to be able to sell it at 60k. So what I'd do in this situation is I'd notice the peaks, and I'd probably take it a bit lower than the average. So I'm just going to say the average is 60k, right, for now. I'd be aiming to probably sell this card at least 58, 57k, because you know you'll be able to comfortably get that. So if you know you can sell them at 57, 58k, then you can pick these ones up that you saw yesterday at like 48k here, 45k, and you can go ahead and flip them on for 58k. So yeah, I just wanted to explain that quickly, just in case people got confused when they saw graphs like this. But I promise you, when they literally fluctuate up to here, ignore all the cards on the market. It's completely irrelevant at the time. Let's say at the time one's listed at 45k and there's like another 5 on the market for 50. Don't look at them 50 and let it put you off, because trust me, at the time here you would have thought, let's say there was another 5, you would have thought, right, there's no way he's going to go back up to 60k, and you can literally see the next hour he was back up at 59k. So when you make sure when you're trading, don't really pay attention to the cards that are on the market. You literally just got to look at these graphs, and this tells you right here you can easily sell it for about 58, 59k. So I'm going to carry on writing this list down of the players that I'm going to give you for an example, and I'll be back once I've done that. Alright, I'm back, and as you can see, I've made a list of a few players here. When you're doing it, obviously this is just for video purposes, so I'm not going to sit here and make some massive list, but you basically get the idea. You want to write their name, obviously the card type, and the rating, just so you don't get mixed up, say if they've got a second inform. And obviously along here you want to write the price. This is not the buy price, this is the sell price. I always think it's more efficient, and it's just better information to know what you can sell the card at, instead of what, let's say I knew he sold at 58 and I want to buy him at 52. Instead of writing 52 here, I think it's always better to know what you're going to sell the card at. So make sure along here is all the prices you want to sell that card at, and obviously their name, inform, and all that. Now I'm going to switch over to the console, and I'm going to filter through these players just to give you an example of what I would do if I was in your situation. And I'll be back once I'm on there filtering through the players. Alright, so we're back over on the console here, and what we're going to do is we're going to start filtering through these players that we've made a list on the computer. So the first player on the list is Nabry here, the inform 86 rated, and the sell price that we want to sell him at is 62k. So we're going to search, let's say, for anything that's sitting on the market for around about 55. Alright, there's nothing up there, that's fine. You just move on to the next player. So our next player is Gomez, and we've got him written down to sell him at 58. So we're going to search anything maybe, let's say, under 52. Nothing there either. Ben Yedder, 86 inform, we've got him written down at 54k as a sell price. Let's search for anything at 47 and under. Alright, so you see there's this one here. This one here on the market, you see it's got 16 minutes left, 35k. You just want to add that to your transfer targets like I've already done there. And basically when it comes to it, you just want to bid. I'd say you probably want to bid up to 46k on this one if you're selling it at 54, and he'll sell them pretty quickly at 54 as he's a centre mid too. But as we're waiting for that bid, you just want to move on to the next card. Obviously you're gonna have a list of like 20 plus, like you can have as many as you want, but I'd recommend about 50 at least, to be honest. You just want to cycle through them. But we've got this Zaha written down here at 66k, so we're going to see if there's anything on the market at 60 and under. Right, now this is a perfect example here. This Zaha that we've got written down here, the 86 Inform Zaha actually sells at 66k on a peak, so we're going to go ahead and pick this one up here, and we're also going to go ahead and pick this one up here. So you see right there, we're going through this list, we only have like 6 players, and already we've found 2 deals on the market. We can both sell these 2 cards at 66k at a fluctuation. You'll see at the moment, right? At the moment, to be honest, there's only like 1 more on the market, and you can literally sell this card for 66k. So once that one's gone, you're going to be the cheapest. So that's literally how easy it is, guys. You've seen I made a list of 6 players, and the 4th player in, I've literally already found 2 deals there. One I'm going to make about 10k on, the other one at maybe about 7, 8k. So we're just going to carry on going through our list here. Next on the list is Nicolas Pepe. This one, the 86 Inform. We've got the sell price down for 58. We're going to search at 52 and under. Alright, there's nothing there. Obviously that one's got 2 days left, so there's no point adding that to your watch list. So you just move on. This is the last player we've got on our list here. We've got 86 Inform Mertens. We've noted him down that you can sell at 62. We're going to search at 55 and under. Obviously there's this one here, but again, it's got 4 hours. You can add this if you want and attempt to get it in 4 hours time, but personally I'll just leave it and move on. But that was the last player on our list. Like I said, you'd probably have about 50 and you just want to keep cycling through. So let's say I'd got to the last player there. After you've done that, you want to move right back up to the top where you started and keep cycling through, and you're going to pick up a bunch of deals. Like I see that Ben Yedder there, we literally had him down as selling on a peak at 54, and you literally just saw here he's gone and sold on at 54, so he's actually selling at his peak now. But there will be times in the day where that Ben Yedder will actually hit 45k, and that's the points where you want to buy, and then obviously sell at 54 when he's at his peak, like right now. So we're just going to go ahead list up these Zahas here that we picked up. You saw there, that was literally like 5 minutes and we've already made about maybe 18k profit. So we're gonna list this one because it's in a cam. We're gonna list it for slightly more. So we've got him written down that he sells at, I think it was 66k. Yeah, 66k. So we're gonna list this one for 67, and obviously the striker, because it's not converted, we'll just list this one up for 66k. And obviously these may take a while to sell because you're obviously selling at fluctuations, but the whole point in this video is if you have a decent amount of coins, you can have the cards sitting there. If they don't sell the first time round, make sure you list them. Don't change the prices, don't lower them, just literally relist them again. They will sell in the end. And obviously if you're about to go to bed, always list these cards up for 12 hours, because a lot of these cards will actually fluctuate and hit their peaks throughout the night time. So they're the perfect times to sell on these cards. But if you have enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the like button, comment down below and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.